So on Monday we play Ritmo, and I remember showing up to the park and seeing them. And I was like, oh, yeah, this team's gonna be pretty good. And he throws one right down the middle. And I've never in my life seen a ball hit so hard and so far. At that point, I was kind of like, oh wow, baseball in Nicaragua is legit. So after the games, when the players share their testimonies, you can kind of feel like God's presence within everybody. And it's just really special because you don't really get that at home. You don't really share testimonies at home. Only on really a mission trip you'd get that feeling.
So Mario, he's on staff with Full Count. He brought his team from Honduras, and it was a really young team, and it was a good game. It was really hot that day, but we had a lot of fun. My brother, he hit 2 home runs, one of them off a 14-year-old. That was pretty funny. After the game, we shared the gospel and had lunch, and it was cool because the umpire, he actually gave his life to Christ that day, and there was 3 guys that played for Honduras that were baptized that day. It was a really good day. It was nice to meet all those guys.
Wednesday we played New Song from Chichigapa. Played them, they're a good team. New Song is also using baseball, just like Full Count, to spread the gospel. I think that's really cool how you can do 2 completely different things and come together and still spread the gospel. In between 2 games, we shared testimonies. They're very impactful. After the game, we all came together and just traded hats, traded jerseys. And it was great to see how happy and excited all of them were.
So on Thursday, we decided to take a break from all the baseball games. But on Friday, we decided to do a Doris-on-Doris draft. And had a lot of fun. But all the guys got to play different positions, all hang out, have a good time. Those guys also, we invited back on Friday to have a worship service, and Alex preached that night, so that was a lot of fun. We also did a giveaway. At the end, 3 of them got a bat, and to see how these guys reacted, that was awesome to see.
25 no gana.
Wednesday night worship, we were singing, and then I heard a line that's kind of stuck with me. We're fighting a battle that you've already won. God's so powerful. And I think that night I really opened my heart up to him. I think I came as I was. So what I learned was, when you open your heart up to the Lord, he can do many different things I would have never dreamed of him doing in my life.
It was pretty cool at the bodega when all the Nicaraguans were speaking Spanish and singing while people from America were singing English, and it was just in harmony.
It was really cool to me that 2 completely different languages come together and sing and preach about the same God.
It was like we had known each other for a really long time. Like we were best friends playing with Nicaraguans. So I really felt like they helped us get comfortable with each other. Like when we went into small groups, we could share, we weren't embarrassed.
I learned that there's a difference between being a follower and a fan, and some people may think they're a follower, but they're actually a fan. And you need to surround yourself with other followers so you can become a better follower yourself.
And then Monday night, Reed asked us some questions in small group, and one of them was, has following Jesus ever cost you anything? And I didn't have an answer. And so I really thought to myself, did I really ever even follow Jesus to give him something?
Wednesday night, Elton shared his testimony with all of us back at the house.
He said a lot of things that I relate to in my personal life. And so that hit me hard. And then
it really meant a lot to me, just all the struggle he's been through. And everyone thought he was a Christian when really he felt still kind of empty in his heart in places. And I could really relate to that.
Started tearing up on some songs, and I was like, gosh, this isn't normal, Never really felt this before. Something's odd. And then Jeff, and he goes, you just don't know when your last moment is. I could feel God tugging at my heart and I could feel it in my stomach. I kept getting goosebumps.
Adam Spades got up and started talking, and he went on for a minute and then basically just said, I don't want anybody in the circle to leave if you know you're not going to heaven. So as soon as he said that, I just started praying. That hit me hard, and he said, come up here if you want to change your life. So I went up there.
Adam came up and just asked if anyone wanted to lay down their lives for Christ. And I felt that that night I was really touched and moved, and I wanted to lay down my life for Christ.
I was like, oh, I'm about to do this. And I really felt just led to do it more than anything.
After watching the video, I thought more about if I was a fan or a follower. And then I talked to Dylan and Mr. Jeff about it, and they kind of helped me make the decision that I should have been baptized, and I got baptized. And that night where some of the other people got saved, I was saved as well.
I've always been a believer. I've always believed in God, and I've never truly made the decision to give my life to Christ. Being here, and it just made me realize how fragile life is, and I knew it was time for me to give my life to God and quit being a fan and become a follower.
So yeah, when we went to the beach Thursday, getting to hang out with all the guys was a lot of fun. Watching the Nicaraguans play soccer was really fun. But then we get into the water, we start to baptize people who made a decision to give their lives to the Lord. That was really awesome. It's an answered prayer of mine, and selfishly I've been praying all year to see a life change in my brother, and to get to have the opportunity to baptize him here, along with, I believe it was 13 guys in total, 2 Nicaraguans and 11 of our own team get baptized. That was an awesome experience, one that I will never forget.
My brother baptized me this week, and that's probably one of the most special things that has ever happened in my life. Because if it wasn't for Full Count, I don't know if or when I would have made that decision in my life, and I'm just very glad that I was here.
And just all of us being in the ocean together with the sunset behind us and all just being there together is really cool to me.
I mean, it was pretty unique because I know a lot of people in the States, they typically get baptized at their church, but it was a pretty cool experience to get baptized in the ocean.
When I got baptized on Thursday, I could feel the emotions, like the setting was perfect. You knew God was there. And the worship after, you could just feel His presence.
It was just a really cool experience, very powerful moment, and I'm glad I was a part of it.
So coming in, I thought it would be extremely difficult to talk to the guys from Nicaragua, and you'd always need a translator. Then I figured out it's actually really easy to talk to them if you just want to talk to them and go up and talk to them.
Really think that everyone, no matter who you are, you're gonna come to Nicaragua and get to know people. Like my brother had came, didn't know what it was gonna be like. I was anxious, nervous and stuff. But really, I think we started calling each other like hermanos. Hermanos means brother. So we were all kind of like a family, and that was really special to see.
It was awesome being around a bunch of like-minded guys who all believe in Christ, and especially the Nicaraguan guys. I know there's a language barrier there, but you can just feel the love that they have for you. It was a really cool experience.
So coming into this trip, I had 0 expectations, just to see all of those guys blend over the first couple days. Guys I've never met from Alabama and Tennessee, just coming together with one thing in common, and that they're baseball players who love God. And it was incredible to see the movement of God in these kids, and something that I definitely want to take back to the States and to continue to pour into high school kids, because they are our future. And I had a lot of fun and learned a lot from them this week.
No, I said I know we batted more than 2. You have no instrument. I warmed up Patty twice and ran.